Welcome to The Topic, where we highlight Houston Community College, our students, our programs, and our reach into the community. I'm Todd Duplantis. The mission of the Easter Seals Veterans Case Management Program is to assist veterans and their families with building the lives they want after they finish their military career. Joining us today from the program is Tim Stroud and your service dog, Colton. Thanks for being here.
Thank you, Todd. Appreciate you guys having us out today.
Now, Colton is a service dog, and he also helps you with your mobility. Give us an example of how he helps you.
Well, thanks a lot. And so most people, first of all, when they come for him, they just like, oh, they want to reach him.
Right.
But I wanted to start out and say kudos to you, because I know you've got a standard poodle.
That's right. Yeah, I've got a poodle named Peter Frampton. Looks a lot like Colton, a little bit smaller. But you know, one thing you want to just run up and pet him, but
Right.
the dog is actually working, and he has a job to do.
Right, and kudos to you, just like you wouldn't to somebody who's visually impaired or
Right.
hearing impaired with their service dog. You wouldn't go up there and distract them. You asked, and that is great, and so did your team. They read service dog on one side and asked a pet on the other.
Sure.
So when Colton and I are out, come on, Colton, let's go to work. He can go from a sleep to directly into work, and he loves to go to work. Oh man, I dropped my phone. Can you get that for me?
This is wonderful.
Come on, buddy. Now, the phone landed right side up,
Right.
but he knows not to grab the screen. Good job, buddy. He loves to go to service and make sure that I'm taken care of.
And it took a while for you to get trained with Colton, and you
Right.
said it was like a 2-year process, right?
Absolutely, and it's one of those procedures. You have to train the canine and the human. Otherwise, you get a well-trained dog and somebody
Sure.
who absolutely has no idea what to do with that service animal.
Now, Colton fits your needs, and I know that HCC tries to fit the needs of the veterans who have very special types of needs. Talk about some of the concerns that veterans have that the general public may not know going into a college setting.
Wow, this is a 3-hour show, right?
That's right.
Well, you know, so many of our veterans, they come out of the military. They are non-traditional students.
Sure.
So they're going to come out at age 22 to 42, and some of them haven't taken a class since high school. Contrast with their counterparts here at HCC, a lot of them, some of them are taking classes while they're in high school, or they've made that fluid transition, and now you're going with a veteran that may have just returned from deployment or a service overseas.
Right.
They're coming to something that's alien, and so as you've noticed with a lot of veterans, we have our backs towards the door.
Sure.
We look for that power seat, whether we're in a restaurant or even in a school setting or a cafeteria. There's a trust thing, but we're also trained to be aware and almost hyper alert. And that's the training that we get, but we also, that hurts us as we
Right.
get out. And so when they go to schools such as yours that are military embracing, where they've done certain things, where they notice that the veterans are absolutely going to need a little bit more care than the regular student.
Right, and our professors and staff are trained to, I think we talked about this earlier,
Yes.
they're going to have your back. So if a veteran misses a class or a couple of classes, they're going to be calling you at home, wanting to know what is the problem? Is there any issues that you're dealing with right now, or are you just absent for a few days?
Right, and that's where Easter Seals fills in that gap.
Sure.
With the grant funding that we got from the Texas Veterans Family Alliance, we've partnered up with 12 different veteran service organizations in the greater Houston area. We do case management. So you guys give us a call, or the veteran or family member does, and says, hey, let's talk.
Right.
Sometimes it's for that mental health need that we supply. Not me,
Sure.
people much smarter than me that are trained and licensed in the state of Texas to provide that level of care. I'm the connector guy. I get to go out and connect veterans with other veterans and the services they need. So we do that up to a year at no cost to the veteran or their family member.
Which is a great program, because I know there are a lot of veterans struggling to get back in, and of course we embrace them at Houston Community College, and it's good to know there are organizations like yours out there to help them. Tim Stroud and Colton, thanks for being here today. It's been wonderful having you on the show, and Colton's always a joy, along with you having you here at HCC TV.
Thank you, Todd.
All right, and thank you for joining us. If you'd like to know more on this great program, you can visit EasterSealsHouston.org. For The Topic on HCC TV, I'm Todd Duplantis. I will see you next time.